Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm back. I think it's day 10. Um, it's kind of interesting. It's gotten easier for me to do these from uh, like an anxiety standpoint or self consciousness standpoint. But I'm starting to run out of ideas, and it's only day 10. But I'll come up with some other things to talk about because I want to make it through my 30 days. But today I'm going to talk about how easy it is to just get started with some type of website, whether it be a rank and rent or a niche site or whatever you want to build, right? And I'm going to show you how I boot up a WordPress site locally within like a couple minutes and have it live. And then basically you can take this local site, push it into your production instance. Once you have a domain name purchased, you just point that domain name to the server. All the servers that have like cPanel allow you to like install WordPress with one click. Then you just import this local site onto your server and you're good to go. So let me share my screen. I think you can see. So what I'm doing is I'm using a tool called Local. If you search for Local for WordPress, you'll find it on Google. And it allows you to just create multiple sites on your local computer to just play around with. So you don't even need to pay for like web hosting or a domain name or anything if you want to just see if you can do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new site, right? You can just create a new site from the default template. And I'm going to call this rankandrent.local. I'm going to use their preferred stack. I'm just going to give it a basic username, password. Right, so it's going to go out, create a MySQL database, create a local record in your host file so you can use the domain, and it's going to install WordPress with basically no plugins. And it only takes like a minute, so it's really, really quick. Yeah, all right, so we got the site up. All we have to do now is open site. It opens up in our browser, rankandrent.local, right? And we have a basic website. And then there's a link here to go to the admin, but it's always just /wp admin. And then I'm just going to log in with that admin and password that I created, right? So here I am. I'm in WordPress. I'm in the latest version. If you've never used WordPress, it's pretty straightforward. If you can use like Microsoft Word or, Google Docs or, click through any kind of web app, you can figure it out, right? So you have your dashboard here, it just shows you all your stuff. You have your posts, which is where you write all your content, right? So it's just like a word editor. You just kind of, type in here, you can do all your formatting and stuff, and then you would publish it. If you go back, you have categories you're going to want to set up that you can post under, which end up becoming like the top links on your website. And then there's ways to you don't have to actually go into a lot of these sections. Like media, you never really have to go into. Pages, if you want to have like a static page, like a contact or about me, or your home page would go in pages. Everything else goes in post. Comments, I pretty much always disable comments, so I don't worry about this section. So I'm going to put that to trash. Appearance is where you change your theme. There's thousands of themes for WordPress for free. And plugins, there's thousands of plugins for free for WordPress and paid. Users, if you wanted to add somebody else to write, you could do that. You probably don't have to worry about that. Tools has a bunch of cool stuff. All right, but we're going to go to settings first, and we're going to change my site title. So let's go back to here, rankandrent.local. Let's say we're going to rank and rent for a chiropractor or something, right? Like hopefully I spell this right. I'm not the best at spelling, right? All this other stuff is good. So we can save the changes. We'll go to writing. This is where you're going to want to set your default category. Usually I would just rename. For a rank and rent, I don't really have a lot of different categories, but I would for a niche site. So for this rank and rent, I'm going to drop into the categories here. And we're just going to call this chiropractor. Wheeling. We'll just call it chiropractor, and I'll give it a slug, which is what's going to show up in the URL of Wheeling chiropractor. I'm going to feel bad if I spell this wrong the whole time, by the way. So all right, I'm going to change that, go back to settings, go back to writing. Now our default category is chiropractor. None of this other stuff really matters. So I'm just going to make sure I save it. Reading. This is where you can change it. So by default, it's like this blog roll where it shows like every single post, or you can pick a home page, a static home page. This kind of depends on the theme you use. I'm not going to mess with it right now. Discussion. I turn off all these checkboxes for comments because all you're going to get is spam. You're not going to get any legit comments. Media is fine. Permalinks. This is important. You want to make sure your permalink structure is this site name / post name, because the last thing you want is something like this where it's like date, year, month, day, post name, or this is even worse where it's just a number, because all this stuff matters from the SEO standpoint. Having the keyword like in the URL actually does matter. So the best thing to do is do this post name option, which is good there. Privacy. You have to have a privacy policy for basically for like any ad network or anything like that. So I just use the default page, and then I come in here. I would change this up to like have the company name, right? But I would just remove suggested text. If you want to be real legit, you could actually get one written, but I find that this is probably good enough for me. So I'm just going to remove all this suggested text. And done there. Publish that. Published. I don't know if it's linked to from this page because all right, here, privacy policy. So this is a page. This is the page we just created. So now I'm going to install a theme. So we go to appearances. I use a thing called GeneratePress. I have the pro version, but we're just going to install the free version for right now. But as you can see, there's like tons of themes you can install. So install GeneratePress, activate, bam. Now, if we go back to rank and rent.local, now we have a different layout. That's our new theme. And the one thing that I recommend doing here is adding this plugin. So I went to plugins and I went to add plugin, and I call it Child Theme Generator. And what this does is, I use this one with the baby buggy. If we use this, it basically copies that theme and creates a child that inherits all the things from the parent theme, which allows you to go in and edit the code if you need to without editing this main theme, because when the main theme gets updated, it's going to overwrite that code. So we're going to go child theme gen. I'm going to pick GeneratePress. I don't really care what it's called, and I'm just going to create child theme. So that's done. It created a theme. I go into themes, activate the child theme. Now it says GeneratePress child is active. You'll see same thing. It's just a copy of the other theme, but it allows us in the future to modify it if needed. Another thing I would do is show you how to customize this. So we can customize. All right, so if you see what I did, I went to customize. You can see that we don't have the premium one enabled, so it has this like thing to upgrade. But we can go into like site identity. This is where our logo is. So what I would do is, I have Canva, so I would just say like chiropractor logo. I did not spell that right. And then I would just pick one of these. Like, we'll just pick this one. We'll just call it best wheeling. And then we'll just flip that around, line that up, make this smaller. And then I'm going to like resize it just so we have like a logo size. So we'll say like, we'll do this bigger, 1080 by 260. I don't know. We'll just guess. Resize. And we'll put this together. I'm actually going in, more detail than I really probably need to for everybody, but I just wanted to show you like even doing these changes like this are not that difficult. So I'm just going to highlight everything, make it fill up pretty much the whole area. And then I'm going to call it best wheeling chiropractor. And then we're going to download that as a PNG with a transparent background. All right, now we have the logo created. That took me like a couple seconds. I'm going to upload the logo. Best wheeling chiropractor. I'm going to give it alt text because that kind of sometimes matters. I don't know. Might as well give it to it. Bam. Okay. Now the logo is ginormous. What we will do first is hide site title, which got rid of the word mark. And then we'll just use this slider to make the logo look better. And then we'll select a Retina logo, which is just for like Apple devices with high resolution. Oh, we need a site icon. We'll just take this and we'll resize it to 500 by 500. Copy it, open it. Then we'll just delete this stuff. Make this thing big. And that can be this can be our icon. We'll just call it icon. And then we'll save that. Go back here. We'll give it an icon. Upload file. Icon. Done. Crop it. Done. What that does is it puts it in the browser up here. So it's the favicon. And it just looks good when you bookmark it and stuff. All right, so we'll publish those changes. We'll go back over here to our site and refresh it. All right, now we got the logo. We got some sample pages. The one thing I probably, I don't know, I want to keep it free, but I kind of also wanted to show you how easy it is with like a premium plugin. So I think I'm going to do a premium plugin because Generate Press is pretty good and it's not that expensive. So the pricing is $59 a year, or you get a lifetime subscription for $269. If you're going to be building sites, $269 is a deal. And I think I even got it cheaper a long time ago. So I'm going to go off screen here and download it because I have to get my license key. Here, download Generate Press. All right, so I downloaded it, and actually it's probably going to make me redo some of the stuff I showed you, but let's see. It's a plugin. We'll upload the plugin. It's called Generate Press Premium. We're going to install it. We're going to activate it. We're going to deactivate this child theme generator. You only need it once, so I just deactivate and delete it. You don't want to leave plugins enabled that you're not using because it's a major like security risk. WordPress, you want to keep your plugins updated or you're going to end up getting hacked. So we're going to configure this. I have to put the license key in, so let me go off the screen real quick and do that. Save key. All right, let's refresh. Okay, I can show you now. So we put the key in, right? Has all these like options for things. The one thing that's really cool is this site library. So you activate the site library, open the library, and it has all these templates for you. And we were doing like chiropractor, right? So you would like go through, find something related. It doesn't have to be exactly what you want, but there's different themes for like businesses. And then you have like e-com if you're selling products, and then regular blog. The one I'm going to probably use, let's take a look. Which one looks good for chiropractor? Clinic looks pretty good, right? Like it's a doctor. So we'll do that. We will get started. You're going to import the theme content, import the demo content, and it's going to give you a warning that it's going to overwrite stuff. So it might overwrite the stuff we just did, but that's okay. It only took a few minutes. I'm going to begin the import. And if you're good enough, you can build these templates yourself, but for the price and the time it would take me, it's much more valuable for me to just use these premium themes. And, when I'm building hundreds, not hundreds, but I have like tens of sites, right? And it's a lot quicker to just import the stuff and work with it. And then, so now this is our new site, right? Because this is our old one. If we refresh, we have the new layout. It even created like a bunch of pages and stuff for us. Book an appointment. So this is like really probably pretty good for a rank and rent, right? Like we just go through and update all this content, and we would get it to rank, and then we would probably link this to a contact form. Or if they have a booking system, maybe you could link directly to the booking system somehow. You'd have to work with the person you're selling the site or renting the site to. But now, does it have our logo? No. All right. So what I'm going to do is go back into the customizer and see if we can make that logo look decent. Actually doesn't look that bad with that, but Let's change this back to our chiropractor logo. Yeah, we'll crop that. And then we just got to make it bigger. It doesn't, I mean, the colors ended up not being that bad for this theme, so we'll just leave it. And do that. We have our favorite icon, publish that. And then I just wanted to show you, there's all kinds of like different layout options in here. So if we go back here, like, let's say we wanted to like, change something here, like the header color, right? Or the header, this container. Primary navigation. This kind of just changes like the layout of things. Like if you wanted to move the menu or something, right? Float right, float left. It looks like it has some kind of floating header that I want to turn off, which would be probably sticky navigation. Yeah, because I want to just keep that logo. I don't really care about the sticky navigation. We'll turn that off, publish it. Colors, right? So you like, these are your default theme colors you could change. You can change any text. It's all super customizable. If we do header, like maybe you wanted to have like a solid color header or something, right? Oh, that's not the right one. How do I reset that? Default, it would be primary navigation, I believe. I think it's probably this, but I'm not really sure. That's not working for me. Set that back to default. It's probably, what is it? Oh, it's not top bar. It's not, maybe, no, it wouldn't be top bar. Okay, it's not being displayed. Primary navigation. Anyway, I guess it's not really that important, but I kind of wanted to show you like how you can change things. But it doesn't appear to be playing with me today. Anyway, I'm fine with the colors, but you could change them. I think it's not changing because this homepage is like a custom page. Probably if we went in here to like blog or something and changed it, it might work. Yeah, you can see the background on the sides here changed. So I think it's just that we're dealing with a custom homepage, so we have to edit that from the page menu. But anyway, yeah, basic site setup. We'll go back. You can change typography and stuff. I don't really care about any of that. I just want it to look decent. We'll go in. We will edit the pages. So it probably created, a second privacy policy. We don't really need that. We'll just delete it. And then if we look at our site, we have about us, services, departments, blog, contacts. I'll probably change this to like articles. And I'll probably change the URL to articles. Just to make it like seem more professional, right? Like blogging doesn't seem quite as professional when you're a chiropractor to me. Okay. About us. We'll make an about page, right? So I would just fire up ChatGPT. You could probably use the free version. Actually, I'll just use the free version of Claude for this. I have a company called Best Chiropractor in, what did I call it? Best Wheeling Chiropractor? I need some text for the about page. We offer a full range of chiropractic services. So I would just do something like that and see what happens. See what it spits out. It's a little long, probably. It's not really that bad. We'll copy it just to show you what the about page could look like. And then, yeah, it's too long. Let's just say make it shorter. I want it to be even shorter. I don't know. Claude's not playing with me that well today. Yeah, that's probably good. At best with cover. Yeah, okay, that's good. We'll drop it in here. Right. We will get rid of that. Maybe I'll just call it, I'm not trying to really rank this page. So I'll just say like about our practice. This page is just more to inform people if they want to, go deeper. Years of experience, full, what did I call it? We'll just say like, range of services, qualified doctors, many specialties, modern facilities, guaranteed results. So that's all good. Find out more. Well, probably is just an anchor link, which goes nowhere. So what we'll do is we'll go to our About Us page. We'll copy that URL and we'll put it in here and we'll update that. Some of this stuff, like, you would be like, I don't know, 2 locations, 4 qualified practitioners, 9,200 qualified. So you like probably would at first just kind of make these up. And then as you work with a actual client, you could update the numbers and stuff here. 132 modern equipment. I don't know, like you have to call it something else. I don't think modern equipment would work, but all right, we'll say that. Care for your loved ones. I don't even want that. Qualified doctors. I would just go with ChatGPT and say, write me a blurb about qualified doctors. So let's do it in ChatGPT for this. See what it gives us. Yeah, that one's pretty good. So I'll just do that, and just drop these in here. Availability, just tell it availability. Yeah, it looks good. We'll drop it in here. Years of experience. So like, as you can see, like a lot of this stuff, I'm just stubbing out with AI content because it doesn't really matter what it, like you want it to be pretty accurate, but it doesn't really matter in the long run, like what's on this about page, because we're just adding it to make it a more legit lead source and provide some additional information for people that are interested. Copy that. Fast results. Fast results. We'll do the last one too, just to show you advanced facilities. All right, we got advanced facilities in there. It goes here. Right, so that looks good. We'll do one more for this one. All right, and then contact our clinic. We'll go back to this about page and copy the link. And we will update this link. Update the page. Our specialists. What I would probably do is, I don't know. I don't know what like chiropractors are, but I would probably like hide this stuff until you have a client. But what I'm going to do for now is just remove the social aspect of it. Show you, let's see, chiropractor. We said we had 2 doctors and then like, I don't know, PA or whatever, physical therapist. PA, right? Okay. And then what patients say, what you would want to do here is get actual like reviews from the person you work with. What I'm going to do for now is just say, give me a glowing review of our chiropractor service. Because like our initial goal here is just to get the site to rank, and then we'll find a partner and update all of this stuff. It's already going to be too long. We'll just make it shorter. I don't know. Not really sure how long this video has been so far, so I'll probably stop here soon and then we'll just carry on tomorrow. But give me another version. Likes to be verbose. I don't want it to be that verbose. So we'll give him one, and then we will give this other woman one. Give me one more from another person. And like I said, once you find a partner, you want these to like be real testimonials. You don't really want to be lying to people, but sometimes you do what you have to do to get it to rank. Okay, we will update our page. Now, if we come home, we have our home page. We have our about page, right, that we just updated. We got all our info in there. Yeah, that looks good. We can do contacts. I don't like that. I'm going to call it contact us. Let's get in touch. Once you have like a local service, right, you can put their map location. I would not have them. Kind of depends on how the company wants to handle it. For now, I would remove this. If they want like direct calls once they're renting it from you, that's fine. Like there's numbers you can redirect through, but I would recommend, if they're just going to pay you per month and they don't care, like just send a call to them. So I'm going to say like, write a short blurb for our contact page. That looks pretty good. We'll go back here to our contact page. Get rid of these quotes. And then we'll just kind of make it easier to read. And then we're going to save this for now because I want to install another plugin. I think it's called Forminator. There's like a bunch of these different plugins for a contact form. I'm going to do this one. I've been using it lately for some reason. The free version does what I need it to do, right? So I activated it. It'll put a setting over here for Forminator. I will create a form. We're just going to do a contact form. I'm going to call it Contact Us. And we're going to collect name, email address, phone number, and message. That is good. We are going to make it look flat because it'll just look better. Yeah, all that stuff. This is just like the messages you get after you submit the form. That's fine. PDF. We want to change this admin email. So what you'll do here is when you first start out, you'll just send this to yourself. But then once you have a client, what I would do is set this to their email and then blind CC an email on your account. Maybe one that you don't use every day just to keep track of how many leads are coming through. That way, if the client ever comes to you and says they're not getting leads or whatever, right, you have like a receipt. So I'm just going to leave it as my admin email, but you'll want this to be a real email address. Integrations. We don't have any integrations. There is one thing you'll find is if you just publish these raw forms, they will get spammed. So there is an integration in here for settings and CAPTCHA. And I usually use like reCAPTCHA v3, which if you just search for reCAPTCHA, it's Google reCAPTCHA. You can you can, I'll just do it. You can get this for free. So we call this like rank and rent.local. What you would do is once you're live, you would put the real domain in here and then create this, but I'm just going to show you how to do it. When it might not even work with a local, but let's see. All right. So here's the keys. I don't really care if you have those because I'm going to delete it. And then we'll just save that. Yeah. So localhost is not allowed. That's okay. So it's not going to work on your local machine, but once you have it in the cloud or on your server, then you want to configure this part of it. But I'll just show you that you would go into your form. You would edit the form. You would add a field here for CAPTCHA. And then you would configure it with reCAPTCHA and apply that and then update. Okay. Now what we want to do is go back to our contact page. You can also get there from this menu here, contact us. And where we're going to put is /, which brings up these blocks in the block editor. And we're going to type form, right? Bam, there's our form. All right, so now we're collecting leads. Actually, yeah, maybe we should do it the way they're recommending it. If you see here, you can select not that. All right, I'm going to select this thing and then try to delete it. Okay, it's recommending you put the form here. So I'm going to try that. Do form again. I don't really like the look. So we look at this parent container. You can modify these containers. They're all called blocks in what they call the Gutenberg editor or the block editor. So what I'll do is I'm just going to add padding here. I'm going to do it in percentage, and I'm going to add like 20, maybe that 30%. We'll change this to percent. We'll make this side 30%. We'll make it 20. Let's see, 20. Yeah, that looks a little, okay. I'm going to change this inner container. Actually, yeah, I'm going to change the inner container now to do the same thing. We'll give it like 10. Wait, not margin. We want padding. So they had 40 padding at top, 40 padding at bottom, 10, 20, 40. So these are pixels instead of percentages, but we'll just do, I don't know. I liked it. I don't know. Sometimes I'm picky about design when I really don't need to be. But we'll do that. I think the type, see how these labels are in the middle? I don't really like that. So we're going to change it to left align. And I mean, that's good enough. We don't have to waste too much time on it. Now, if we go back, view our page, we have a contact us page. Let's get in touch, right? So now we can link to this page, and we can, you know, anytime we want to grab a lead, we can link there. So like, let's say we're on a home page. I clicked on home page. We want to customize this page so we can edit from here, or you can go into the menu. And then I'm just going to change the link here for book appointment. And then I'm gonna see, I think there's probably, I don't know. We'll probably change this. I don't think we need COVID resources right now, but that's okay. We will, okay. Yeah, we're just going to change that for now. I don't think I want to make the video much more longer, but we'll just show, like, what I would do next, right, is go through this page, update all this information, probably change this to like contact form or something. This is kind of like repeated from the about page, so either I would like remove it, or I might update it to say something different. I would, I don't know. I would think about removing these boxes, but I would probably remove them for now, but they do add credibility once you have actual providers. But I would probably remove them for now. I'd probably like put here like our services, maybe get rid of 4 of them, and things like that. I guess what I'll do is come back tomorrow. Maybe we'll update this homepage, and then we will maybe do a couple of blog posts so I can show you how easy that is. But as you can see, like you can really get this set up within like 10, 20 minutes and get started. So hopefully it seemed easy to you, but if it didn't, you can always ask me questions in the comments and I'll try to follow up with it. So I'll be back tomorrow with another update.